Good evening, friends. How are you doing again today? I believe you are doing very well. This is your friend and partner again, Aderonke Ajayi. Today, by God's grace, I'll be talking about a second side of this abuses. In the past, we've looked at emotional abuse and their symptoms and how to overcome them. In this particular post today, by the grace of God, I'll be talking about physical abuses. Now, what are physical abuses? Physical abuses are means of coercively controlling another person through fear and intimidation. In the past, we looked at emotional abuses. Emotional abuses has to do with using actions and inactions, to control a person. But this is talking about physically using controlling efforts, you understand, to oppress the abuse. It also involves the abuser intentionally or recklessly using physical force that may result in bodily injury or physical pain. Unlike emotional abuse, where physical pains are not seen, are not experienced, in physical abuses, the victim the abuser abuses the victim to the point that there are physical injuries that are done to the body parts of the victims. It could be on the eye, it could be on the neck, it could be any part of the body. Physical abuses in marriage is more than a spouse beating the other partner. It has to do with controlling force. It has to do with intimidating force. And there are so many ways this can be seen. If your spouse is using violence to intimidate you into going along with their wishes, that is also a form of physical abusive behavior. Many victims, especially women, they respond to this kind of abusive behavior in fear, in confusion, and this makes them to feel, oh, there's nothing they can do about this abusive situation. If you are being abused by your spouse, know that God does not want you in this kind of space. I need to really reiterate that if you are experiencing a physical abuse in your relationship, I want you to be assured that that's not God's will for you. That's not God's plan for you. Please, you need to seek for help. Now, how do somebody know that you are in a physical abusive situation, or somebody that you know is in a physical abusive situation? There are many signs we quickly look at today. There are about 12 of them that we'll quickly run through. When somebody is physically abused, there are very many signs that you can use to know. Number one, the person that is being abused, that is abusing the victim, throws objects to hurt or to intimidate that person, to intimidate the victim. They use objects, they throw objects at them to hurt them, to harm them. Number two, they could be blocking you in a room or in a car. We are looking at signs that will make you know you are in a physically abusive relationship. They could block you from entering a car, or block you from entering a room, or physically block you from having access to places and to things. Number three, the victim, the abuser now destroys possessions or treasured objects that belong to the victim. They begin to destroy things. They could destroy your phone, they could destroy the television, they could destroy things around you. That is also a form of physical abuse. Number four, they could shove you or push the victim to the wall or put them to corners. Is also another sign. Number fifth sign is that physical abuse has to do with scratching and biting. They scratch you. You see scratches. When you see scratches on people's body, on faces, on arms, on their parts, those are signs of physically abusive people. It could also have to do with grabbing. When they grab you, they could grab you by the throat or grab you by the hand. When these kind of things are seen, physical aggressiveness as seen, it is termed as physically being abused. Now, another one is burning. They burn things around you. They could burn your possession, burn certificates, burn your clothes, burn things that are precious to you. Is also a sign. Another one, number eight one, is spitting. They could spit at you. They could shout at you. They could shut you down. It's also a form of physical abuse. Another sign is pulling of hair. When your hair is being pulled, in an argument or in a discussion, and your hair is being pulled to a side, to the arm of the abuser, is also a sign. Another sign, number 10, is slapping or punching. When they slap you, when they punch you, they hit you, is also a sign of physical abuse. Another one is that they use hurting or threatening words to hurt your children. They threaten you, they hurt you, or hurt your pet, or something that is dear to you. When any of these signs are happening, it shows that you or somebody you love is in a physically abusive relationship. Another one is disrupting your sleep to wear you down. Sometimes when the abuser sees the abuse, they begin to physically disrupt their sleep, physically disrupt them from the things that will give them rest and joy. Another one is denying you medical attention or medical care. Those are signs of somebody that is being physically abused. Number 15 is attacking or threatening to attack you with a weapon. When somebody is threatening to attack you with a stick, with a weapon, with an iron, with anything, those are signs that you are in a physically abusive relationship. The final one is that any threats or actual attempt to kill you is a sign of physically abusive relationship. In most cases, it is common that when people are in this kind of situation, it could be in a romantic relationship, it could be in a marital relationship, it could be in other kinds of relationships, like we have said before. This is not normal. It's not the norm. It's not the ideal. So don't see it as if it's the usual. Don't see it as if it's a common thing to do. Don't see it as if it's expected. Now we need to speak up. Now it's common for victims of this kind of abuses to make up stories to cover up for the abuser. Never make stories for them. People choose to become abusers by themselves. And like we have said in previous posts, that an abuser can change, but at this material moment, they have not changed. So stop making up story for them. Such people need to be reported. You need to let that situation come to the foreknowledge of people who could help you, who could support you. So don't cover them up. They make you cover them up with stories, especially when the victim feel that addressing the abuse will make their life more difficult or dangerous. One of the reasons why they hide, they don't want to, the victims hide, they don't want to speak up, is because they feel, speaking up will bring more trouble. Sometimes the abuser have threatened the victim that if you speak up, I'm going to kill you. If you tell anybody, I'm going to attack you, or I'm going to deny you this, I'm going to deny you that. All these things are signs that you are physically abused. I've heard of a situation of a young lady many years back who was in a romantic relationship, and the man will beat her, slap her, injure her, and after some time will come begging and pleading, saying he loved her and all those things, and they will go into romantic experiences together again. Those are not the way things should be. Where if you find yourself in this kind of situation, either you are married or you are single, please speak up. What we are saying and promoting through this episodes, through this post, is for you to speak up. Come out of that unhealthy state. Don't die in that situation. Come out, come alive. There are still a lot of people that loves you, that want you to genuinely be alive. So don't stay in that space. So speak up. Sometimes this victim do not realize that they are being physically abused because they don't recognize lower levels of abuses. When people are abusing you, they are pushing you to the wall, they are pulling your hair, they are attacking you with a weapon. You need to speak up. Don't stay in that abusive relationship. Speak up, receive help, receive support, receive assistance, receive healing. And now, quickly, I want to talk on what do you do if you find yourself in this kind of situation. I just mentioned 3 for now. In subsequent posts, we'll mention many more. Now, we have said many more in the past. Some of those things are still relevant, but these 3 I want to really emphasize. In number 1, realize that you are in a physically abusive relationship. Based on all the signs we've talked about, somebody is punching you, somebody is eating you, somebody is destroying things that are precious to you, somebody is blocking you access to medical support, not allowing you to sleep, weighing you down, eating you, slapping you, using weapons to beat you, or weapon to harm you or to attack part of your bodies. Then you need to seek for help. Don't excuse the person. Don't cover up. Speak up on time to people who can help you. So number 1 I have here is that you should speak up to trusted friends and family members who will believe you. Sometimes abusers make their victim feel nobody will. They force them to believe if they speak up, nobody will believe them. Please, we will believe you. Speak up. Speak up to a family member. Speak up to a friend. Speak up to somebody that could help you genuinely, who will believe you, who will support you, who will assist you, who will be there with you all the way. That's number one. There must be somebody in your life or around you that you can talk to. You can send a message, send a chat, send a voice note that this is where I am. This is the dilemma that you are in. Let somebody fetch you on time. Please don't stay in that situation and don't end up dying. Number two, seek the support of professionals. Under this, I'm talking about counselors, therapists who could help you, wellness coaches. That is where our office come in. Seek the help on time. Speak for support. Seek for support. Seek for counseling. Speak for help. Now, one of the things we do here is that we'll be able to trace the issue and invite the abuser into a meeting if need be. We'll call the abuser and allow you to leave that place as much as possible. We'll give you all the relevant support, all the relevant assistance. If you need prayer, we'll be willing to support you with prayers. We have a group of prayer partners that are willing to pray along with you. We have people that will be willing to listen to your story, that will be able to support you. Don't feel ashamed. There's nothing to be ashamed about. When people are being abused, we've said again and again that it's not your fault that you are being abused. It's the fault of the abusers who have chosen to be an abuser. So you speak up, receive help. And the reason why an abuser will continue to be an abuser is when the victim refuses to speak up so that they can be exposed, so that the abuser can be exposed and they can be brought to book if necessary. Don't die in that situation. So number two, we are saying speak for professional support. We have professionals that can talk to you, counselors, wellness coaches that can help you, heal up again, that can listen to your story, that can relate with you, that can, resonate with you and support you and assist you with prayer, with support, with places to live in. We'll give you every necessary support to bring you out of that situation that is not pleasant. Then the number three is that you should also seek the therapist. Our office, we work with a group of medical doctors and legal professionals who could help you to get legal support and medical support. Medical support in terms of your health. When people are hit on their head, slapped on their faces, it could lead to brain damages. It could lead to so many problems in their nervous system. It could lead to, the damage of an injury of any part of their body. So we need medical support for such people on time. And there are other cases whereby you need legal support. We have people that could help you, even some of them for free. You understand? Legal support who could assist you. People that will listen to you, that will call this abuser to order so that you don't die in this situation. These are the little things I want to say for now. I will just add few to it before we close this particular episode. Please, if you know somebody or you are the person that is in this kind of situation, I beg you in the name of the Lord, don't stay there. That's not God's will for you. Don't stay in that abusive marriage. Don't die in that abusive marriage. Don't cover up for that abuser. Don't continue to be a victim. Come out. Opportunity for you to be a victor is available. Seek support, seek prayer, seek counseling, seek help. You can talk to pastors. There are people to talk to that will be able to help you. There are legal personnel who are Christians, godly people that will support you. There are medical people that are available to help you. Family, friends, and loved ones are available to help you. Please, please, please. As if you're a man, if you're a woman listening to me, a lady, a young person, don't stay in that abusive relationship. My number still remain 0803 494 3974. Give me a chat. Let's talk together. We have many book and paid sessions that you have to book for counseling, but there are so many other support that we give that are not paid for, that are for free on the house. Please book a session with us. Talk to us. I pray that the peace of God will rest upon you. I pray for you finally that you will not die, that you will live to declare the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. I pray for you that the number of your days on earth you will fulfill in Jesus' name. Thank you once more. My name is Aderonke Ajayi for Eternal Wellness and Beauty Therapy. God bless you. Have a beautiful evening.